Hi guys, a quick stretch after our spin row workout. Standing nice and tall and just sweeping the ends up a few times as you inhale and exhale, coming into a forward fold and coming up to a halfway lift, stepping back the leg into a downward facing dog. Inhaling that right leg up a few times for a three-legged dog, and then repeating on the left side. We're going to walk to the top of the mat, and as we inhale, coming up to halfway lift, and exhale, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale as we find our forward fold and stepping back to our downward dog and finding our plank, lower into chaturanga and up dog. Taking a moment to rotate left and right, and then finding your way back to your downward dog. Inhaling the right leg up, lowering down the left. Inhaling both one arms up. Modify lizard pose. And just taking a moment to open up the shoulders. Inhale as we come up to our eye lunge. Exhale as we interlace the fingers behind and lowering down the chest to the leg. We're going to repeat on the opposite side. Inhale as we step forward, finding your low lunge. Inhaling the hand up to the ceiling, taking a moment to work on the chest. Eye lunge again. And you find your tabletop. And as we inhale, we're going to lower down to our pigeon pose. You can stay here for a few breaths or as long as you need to. As we inhale, we can grab hold of one leg for our king pigeon or half king pigeon. And you can change the grip just to stretch the shoulders out. And inhale as you find your down dog. Exhale, running that leg through, lowering it down. And we work on the opposite side for a pigeon pose. Lower down the elbow for a deeper stretch. And breathe, sending the breath anywhere you're feeling any tension, any stress. Again, reach back with the left hand, grabbing all of the ankle for king pigeon pose. Good way to stretch both the hip flexors, stretch the shoulders and the chest. Exhale as you find your way to down dog. And inhale as you cross the leg through the body, opening up the arms to the ceiling. Stretching out the shoulders. Exhale, lower the palms down, finding back your downward dog. And repeat on the opposite side. One long straight line of energy and breathe. Finding your way back to your down dog, lowering down the knees. Extend both arms as you go into an extended child pose. Scooping the hands up, bringing it across the body, threading the needle, bringing the shoulders down. Inhale the left hand up and just bring it under the chest, coming down, lowering down the shoulders to the mat. Finding your way to your tabletop position. And gently lower down the thighs for your up dog. Come into a seated, extended both legs, bend on the knees, and just grab hold of the toes. And as you breathe, just butterfly the legs. Again, we're working on the mobility and the flexibility. Inhale as you extend the right leg. Bring the left leg in and take the gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale as you lower the torso down over the thigh and breathe. Gently roll back up and work on the opposite side. Taking that gaze over the right shoulder this time. While the leg is extended, inhale, lower the torso down over the left leg and breathe. Gently roll back up, extending both legs. Lower all the way down, grabbing all of the left knee. And as you inhale, try to get that leg a little closer to your chest. Bringing that heel over the knees, interlacing the fingers for your figure four stretch. Great stretch for runners, great stretch for cyclists. Inhale as you extend that right leg and bring the left leg up. You can flex the toes a couple times. And repeat on the right side. Take a supine twist, crossing the legs over the body, taking the gaze to the opposite side. And grabbing both knees to the chest, you can rock side to side, just massaging the lower back. Or whatever feels good. Bending the knees, grabbing all of the toes for your happy baby pose. Again, you can rock from side to side here. When you're ready, roll back up to a comfortable seat. Extending both legs, and as you inhale, lower the torso down over the leg. Gently roll back up, bringing both legs apart. Inhale and lower the torso down to the mat. Roll back up on the inhale and just gently flapping the leg, knees to ankle. Take one last stretch, focusing on the calves from a low lunge, straightening the front leg. And then finding a 90 degrees on the back and forth, rocking as you inhale and exhale. When this feels good, switch it up on the other side from a low lunge. Then extend the front leg, straighten, and then bending into a 90 degrees. Stretching the calves, stretching the quads, the hamstring. Take a moment to work in any pose you want to do. I'm going to choose to practice a little bit on my tripod headstand. Since I'm already warm from spinning for 45 minutes. So the core is what would get you up as you inhale. Pull your core in as tight as possible. And you use your breath. keeping the core nice and tight, and gently begin to straighten that leg. Fingers are pressed and glued into the mat. Once you're ready, you're going to gently bend your knees. And lower down, back. Take one last extended child's pose. Or you can interlace the fingers with the index finger pointed behind the neck to stretch the shoulder out. And as we inhale, we're going to come into our yogi squat. Again, focusing on the hip flexors, focusing on mobility and flexibility. And as we inhale, we're going to come up on our tippy toes to stretch the calves out. You can play around a little here by exhaling and lowering down on the heels and then inhaling back on the tippy toes for a couple times. Breathing in, breathing out. Come into seated, again butterflying those legs. Bringing it up all the way to standing, inhaling, exhaling and fold. Coming up to halfway lift. And I just think I needed to do one last vinyasa before I completed my stretch routine. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to forward fold, coming up all the way to standing. Bring in the arch, palms to earth center for gratitude, for strength. Enjoy stretching and see you soon.